Filming yet?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Did you miss anything?
Didn't miss a thing.
Didn't miss a thing. Good. Yeah, we gotta figure where I left off, so I'll go check the high gear fit. So, that's the next thing to do anyway. Grease on my finger.
What's all around the bearing?
I missed a hole. It's hard to do this with. I work with my hand to get in here.
I hate doing those. I like the lasers where you don't have to do it anymore.
Do it from this direction. Would you say you're lazy? You don't like doing the real way?
No, I've done it that way many times.
If you try to do more than two at a time, you get too much work. It fights you. Am I doing it right? Because I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah, it looks good so far.
Can't even see it. It's in a blind spot. How about up here? Oh, they're way over there. The roller's out.
You're too far.
You missed a bunch of them?
No.
The hell I am. I'm doubled up.
Yeah, you're double up. You ain't missed none. That's what I said.
I'm not even close. I'm not too far. I'm not far enough. Fix that problem. Go back on the bottom down here. It's hard to get good help.
Can't get good help. They quit making good help.
The dog won't even look at me now. Come on, Cootie. Since you give him that pretzel, he don't like his bones anymore.
Now you gotta hire illegals. That's the way it is.
There's a lot of those around here.
Yeah. Don't have to go far to get them.
All right, I do that right this time?
I don't know, did you?
Dirty fingers.
Oh, well, dirt don't hurt.
Okay, make sure you get the washer in there. This is the early one.
Did you flip one out?
Piece of shit.
Oh, you dropped one out. You dropped a couple of them out. You better pull them up.
Stupid ass spacer won't even go on the
Don't
gear.
take that spacer. Take that spacer out.
I had to get the goop out of the way. What are you filming?
I don't know. I was looking at what you had there. Mess.
Well, first thing is you're way too close. The problem is this would not go on top of here because it had residue plastic on it. So it pushed all the rollers out. That's what happened.
I do it a different way. I put the thing in there and then drop them in the rollers.
Yeah, one at a time. It's trying to speed things up that way.
If you have to do it 3 times, it's not speeding it up.
Well, if the damn parts would fit on top of each other, it'd been nice too, but oh well. Shit happens, deal with it. You didn't think I know it was all going to be a mess once that thing didn't go in? Well, this way, if you missed the first time, you can see it the second time. So I'm just doing a good video.
Well, inquiring minds want to know. The guy's been waiting for his transmission wants to know.
I'm missing some rollers too.
There's one underneath.
There's one there. There's one over here. There's probably another one over there somewhere. We got one more someplace.
Probably on the gear.
Nope. Maybe there's a gap in this one too. Someplace. Alright. This is it. So we have a little bit of clearance this way, see it?
Yeah.
Got a little more top to bottom because it's out around a little bit, like they usually are. Should work though. That should be good. All right. Guess what? We gotta do it again. Rollers are out. Okay, where's your seal at?
What?
Where's your seal at?
It's right in the kit there.
So you're not following me. I have to follow. I have to bring it over the camera.
Well, yeah, I'm lazy. I'm a new union worker, man. I'm in the 21st century. I'm not back in the 20th century where workers work. We're in the 21st century where you work and I was watch. And I get more money.
Paying job now?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that goes in there. Sounds like they're stealing a vehicle out there. What's that?
That's some rubber thing.
Doesn't look like it fits a Harley to me. I don't know what that came from. Oh, I know what that is. That must be the new version of
O-ring?
the O-ring for the starter solenoid, which is supposed to be a piece of felt that compresses. So that must be the latest variation. Because see, this is supposed to be steel. It's all rubber coated too.
Everything's plastic now.
That's pretty fancy stuff there. It's all vacuum packed and everything.
Shit, all the wives use plastic now. No.
So there's the good seal.
Don't want to put the good one in. You want to put the other one in, the cheap one.
You got these other two here. They're for different years, so they don't quite fit. That's the one I would use. See, it goes on quick and simple. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
That's it. Now, first thing I do about this is you got to put lubricant on it.
First thing you got to do is put the part in there first before you put it in there.
First thing I do is put some lubricant. Now you notice how you get the reverse tracking
Yeah.
things in the seal lip? That's the good seal. So put a little bit of lube in there. And we take the part over here that doesn't have the lube in the right spot. Lube in the right spot. Now, I already previously sanded this so it's nice and smooth, so it won't tear up the lip. Before you drop it in, you want to make sure it fits inside of the...
Won't with the cork there. You got to take the
Cork.
cork out.
So you notice how this one, the cork does not fit around that. That is not a good sign.
Oh, it's below the cork.
Yeah, but you push it right through the cork, but you know,
Yeah.
this one you can't do that.
Good luck with that one.
Because this here, we have some mismatched components, which you usually don't have. So, now I used the one that does not have that lip in there, so that's a late 77 to early 79 spacer. You go ahead and put that on there, and don't screw up the lip when it goes on. So you put that on there like that. Now this here is supposed to go right like that. I almost dropped it. So there appears to be a slight interference. And that is not how that is supposed to be. Somebody has made some parts wrong. And my guess is it's this one right here. See how that's bigger?
Yeah.
So it's a combination of parts that are made wrong. So it won't go together correctly. There's no way that's going to run past that. So if you don't do something, it's going to be a press fit inside of the seal here, which means it won't work very well. It'll be really hard to turn that seal. Try to race. So what we're going to do is do some more work. See how that one goes right in there like it's supposed to? It does not hit on it, see? 287. 306. What's the problem there?
No problem. It's just bigger.
25,000 too big. That's the problem. So this needs to be turned down to 280 because this is 287. This needs to go down to 280. It's at 307, so it's going to go down to 280. So we're going to have to do some cutting. So our brand new part sucks.
Is the old one wore out?
They're always worn out. They're Harley parts.
Watch out, Scooby. You ain't gonna move, huh? You Union dog.
Right.
These 21st century dog.
I don't particularly want to screw up my seal surface
Why not?
because I don't feel like doing that. What do you filming?
I'm filming the lathe.
I'm down here though. A tight squeeze. This one's probably too big. Looks like it. How about this one? Woohoo, success. Now you know what this is because you work on stuff like this. So what is this?
Well, I don't know the technical name for it there, but when I lap my rods the old way with lappers, it looks just like that.
No, this isn't a lapping tool though.
I know it ain't a lapping tool. It's for machining.
Expanding mandrel. Expands it all up.
A spinning manual.
That too. They need to slip apart.
Nice and hard.
Appears to be heat treated.
You think?
Just a little bit.
Why would they do that on a steel surface? Yeah, right.
I'm surprised it actually is heat treated. Where are we going to?
80. 280.5.
$285 right now. The inside of the seal is 287. We need some clearance. Take off another 5.
That's why you buy quality pots, right?
Yeah. These are American made. Mineral recycling there, Bruce.
I know, that's why everybody buys Taiwan now, because these are amalgamated, they don't fit.
These are cells, these are bulk engineers. 277, 278. That's pretty close to that now. The deburring surface.
So this shows you, buy Taiwan.
Why Eastern?
That's why you can't buy and build them at home, see, because you don't have all these machines.
Yeah. So, that's 2 parts in a row that didn't fit. You missed the other part.
Well, I wasn't here for the other part. That was when you had a good camera operator.
Yeah, Mr. Tripod.
Yeah, tripod don't miss. You don't give me the wall look.
So, I'm gonna knock it free. Get our part back. I need my plastic bag. I lost my plastic. There it is. We keep it in plastic so it doesn't rust from moisture in the air. You keep it in your lathe so you don't lose it. So there, that's all turned down, so I gotta clean it all up. We'll be back.
We're rolling.
Okay, we got 2 of them cut now. I had to go cut them a little bit more deeper, so I went down to 60 instead of 80. So I did 1 for both trannies, so now it just drops right in like it's supposed to. See? We only got that much clearance. It's only got about 5 or 10 thou clearance even at that number, because nothing's round. So at least now it'll go in and fit correctly. So we got 1 for the 65 tranny, 1 for the 66 tranny. So just to bolt together item, no big deal doing these jobs.
Yeah, quality pots, made in USA.
Yep, they are USA made part. Now it's
You want the good stuff, get it in Taiwan.
Now it's remade in USA. And I put the chamfer in here too, like stock, so get a little clearance on your seal. So make sure the seal lips all the way in there. Around, boom. There you go. Now the cork's job is to seal the outside of the seal. So oil can't come up the outside even if the case is all screwed up. Alright, now I gotta push that in. Special tool.
6194.
It's got TM number for rotate your
Oh.
machine. So basically, the race goes inside of this, and you get a 50 thou below the case press in. See the lip right there?
Yeah.
So it'll push in flat against this case plus 50 further down, which is what the book says you're supposed to do. Rarely are they below the surface, though. When you go below the surface, it crushes them pretty hard. So let's go see what happens.
Looks like one that's made in Taiwan.
See how the race moves? Takes 2 fingers to do it, but see it moves. It's moving.
Yeah.
Looks like it's supposed to. Alright. One more part. Well, you do the favorite thing again. Remember what that was?
Nope.
Put bearings in.
My favorite part's putting the grease in the hole.
There you go. Want to put the bearings in. You could just striking them all up on here and shove the whole thing in. How about that?
Oh, you can do it that way.
You want me to try doing it that way? Probably put grease on that side.
As long as you don't catch the bearings, you're all right.
As they go in.
Always drive me crazy, that little gap.
Got a lot of comments about that gap already.
Yeah, oh yeah. You always think, wow, maybe another bearing fit there, but it can't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it won't. Put the gear on. Put the nut.
There you go.
Oh, you didn't put the outer seal on yet.
Oh, was I supposed to do that?
You should have done that. It makes it a lot easier to do it.
Jeez. Now you tell me.
You might be able to do it with a shaft through the hole.
You mean that seal right there?
Yeah, that one.
Checking to see if that would fit. Guess what? We have another tool.
Oh, another TM?
See, it goes 50 below the surface on this one too.
Well, we want a 45.
You won't quite push it all the way in that way. bearings falling. So that was flush. And go below the surface. Like that.
Yeah.
I've not seen bearing yet. We only got half as many on there this time. The other ones are over there falling. I can hear them.
Well, Taiwan, it would have been done the first time.
First time. First time is the right time. So many times have I done this today?
4.
How many times did I do it before?
I don't know. 4 isn't here.
Previous video. So I tried to put 4 in. I got 1. The other 3 went out the back side. Maybe I got 2. There's 2 left there. We're missing a bunch. Appears to be a bunch of rollers missing. I'll be right there.
You're gonna get comments how one time you put it on the gear, one time you put it in there. They are not gonna know the right way to do it.
No. So what's your answer?
Answer? Watch a video from Taiwan.
Whichever way works for you, it works. Okay, they're in there again. And we got another problem.
What did you do? Mess up the seal?
Yep. How'd you know?
Because I seen your finger in it. I mean, the spring might have popped out.
See, I should have checked it before I did it. I didn't. See, the seal's jammed into the back of the bushing because the bushing's not in deep enough.
No.
So that means you can't have the seal on 50 below because the bushing's too high. Look at that. So, want a new seal?
That seal's still good.
Sure is.
That's why it's going in the trash.
Good for the trash. See,
Well,
that's
it's
a good one. See, that's for a 5-speed.
Yeah, it ain't for any of this transmission.
That's how nice those work. Okay, we got the 60-60-81. And we got the other one. So this one here is Harley has like 3 different versions of these. They all look the same,
They're all the same.
pretty much. They actually do very slightly in OD. Some of them do. Some don't. Some have rubber, some have steel on the OD. There's so many variations of these things. Yeah, see now this one didn't go flush. This one's flush, and see now it's got room for the seal to go on the back side. Now, that one might be able to go in all the way, but I'm not going to risk it. But this one might have enough clearance. The first one, no way.
Because it was a later seal.
James made it bigger than we got room for. Alright, so that was another one of my mistakes. Add that to the list.
That list is getting big.
It is, isn't it? I forgot to do something else I do too.
We're gonna get comments on that.
I forgot to put the sealer on the OD of the seal. And you watch it, wait for it to go all the way around. I can cheat and put another one on there. So you want to make sure it doesn't go on the inside of the seal. So this is the capillary action stuff, so it'll go in there and seal up any kind of void was on the OD of the seal. Because ideally it should be below the surface, and it's not. So it comes down the outside. Okay, we'll let gravity help us on that one. It's in there again.
Oh, you got a spacer for it.
Tatro tool. Daddy Tatro. Yeah, his tools.
It makes it easier to put that pin in.
It keeps it from falling out.
Oh.
Because if you don't put this on there, it falls out on you. Then you get to stuff all the bearings back in again. Notice how this nut does not want to go on this.
Turn it over.
I don't want to turn it over. Start it. Backwards thread anyway. That's got the seal drag on it now. Loosen them up a little bit.
That thing will run for these 10,000.
Don't worry about it. Okay. We got one part installed now. High gear.
Don't jump on your high horse yet.
We might have other issues before the day is over.
In the transmission, you always have issues.
I'm sure this will fit us brand new.
Oh yeah, that's high quality. Another thing made in the USA.
We got a third gear.
How's it fit?
Ooh,
Oh man,
nice and loose. Goes right on.
how did they get that right?
Got one of these.
And put it on the right way.
Ooh, it fits too. We're slinging right along. Do you think this piece will fit? Oh, that's loose. Yeah.
How about you a snap ring and
Do you think this will fit?
should? Don't. No, it does.
Oh, look at that.
A little bit of play.
Perfect. I think I rebushed that one. Okay, so what's left to check? We got that.
Snap ring and that's it. Putting a new snap ring or using the old one?
So you want the third gear washer to go in there too?
Yeah, well you gotta have the washer and the snap ring.
There you go. And the snap ring.
Yeah, there it is. Twist though.
All of those parts fitting, huh? Will this go through the case?
It should.
Not all of them do though. Some years don't. Okay, this gear has to go on. Better make sure there's some lubricant on it before you put it in.
You don't want it to gall up?
Before you run it down the road more than about a mile, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if you made it further than that.
Well, that's why you put that stuff in, so when you forget to put tranny fluid in, it'll run for 10 miles, 20 miles, 100 miles.
I don't know about the 100 part, but we'll at least give you, 20 or 30 before they find out there's no oil. Oh yeah, I was supposed to put oil in that tranny, wasn't I? Okay, so that goes in, then the gear goes down. Because you got a thing in here called a boss right here, see?
You know,
You know about it. You know about it. That gets in the way of third gear.
you shift the fork.
I gotta get the
Yes,
washer.
for washers. Then snap ring.
Snap ring.
Shift and fork.
Is that how it goes?
You got the right way?
Does it go this way?
Let's look at it. You just don't say out. It used to say out. There it is.
It says high.
Yeah. High is fourth gear.
It doesn't mean high and by, it means high is high gear.
High gear, it's fourth
So,
gear,
that means
so it's got to be turned the other
Goes
way.
this way, toward high gear. Very important.
Very important. It won't shift right if you don't do it.
Oh, it'll shift. I've had more than one come in that way.
Oh, I know they'll shift, but they don't shift right.
There'll be some issues. You're supposed to adjust third gear too. Did you do that?
Do what?
You're supposed to check third gear thrust washer too. We didn't do that. We were getting so excited we forgot to check third gear washers, which clearance it had in it.
Is that new third gear?
So that goes in there. And that goes in there. So see how that washer is not very thick?
Yeah.
So you can see the
Yeah.
groove of it. You get a lot of clearance in there.
Well, about 20,000.
So that usually means you're supposed to run a
Thicker washer.
thicker washer than stock. Now you got to make sure this is pressed all the way down too. So we're going to go over the press and do a pressing condition on it. Okay, so how much clearance you got there, boss?
You got about 10.
There it goes. Didn't want to move there for a second.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It looks pretty good.
You like that number?
I like that number.
You can tighten it up a little bit.
You could tighten it up a little bit, but it's all right.
It's all right. You would live with that on your bike?
I would live with that on my bike.
How tight's the snap ring in the groove?
It's pretty tight.
Check that. You always put a thicker washer in there though.
You could, if you got them.
Oh yeah, I got it. Here's the snap ring. See how much clearance is in the snap ring?
Yeah, about 7 thousandths.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a 7 thousandths more washer. 7.
So if you got loose snap ring and loose washer, you're gonna have more clearance.
So 10 grand, 10,000.
So how thick is this one?
60.
68 and a half, 63 and a half, 61, 62, 60 and a half, 60, 62. It varies all over the place.
I said 60, so that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, they call it 60. It's only 62 though.
Yeah, but they call it 60, I'll bet you, because they picked the lowest part on it.
Oh yeah, you know they do that. You know they'll do that for a fact.
Factories all may have different names, but they all work the same.
Yeah. That's not what they call the washers though.
They call the washers money.
5, +5, and +10.
Plus 10.
We're gonna go for the big one.
Well, that's what I would think.
I haven't even opened that bag yet. How many years I've had that here?
Probably a long time. You know how many transmissions you got apart in the back?
Is there a point there somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could build transmissions for the next.
Oh, they only give you one washer per bag.
You're shitting me.
These aren't 10 packs.
I'm surprised you bought it.
I use them every now and then.
You better measure it.
You don't trust them?
No.
That was PCI part. 72. Let's see. It's exactly +10. Some checking tool.
Scooby, what are you doing?
See, that's flush with a washer. 0 clearance.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we'll see what it has in the bike. Because it will be tighter in the bike, you watch.
Ain't gonna go.
Why?
Gotta take that gear out.
These things are hard to put together, aren't they?
Not really.
No.
Kind of a pain in the ass, but they're not real hard.
Somebody said that on the YouTube comment. That it looked like it was really hard to do this.
It's not hard, it's just a pain in the ass.
It's a lot of stuff you gotta check.
Yeah, a lot of steps. And if you screw up, you gotta go back and do it all over again.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you only want to do a transmission once. Do it right and do it once.
Once a year?
I can't.
Shoulder. Kind of walk up over each spline. Then you can go ahead and take the shift on. Slide it in. Okay, then you look in there and make sure everything's in there.
Looks like it's snapped in all the way.
It appears to be in there all the way. We'll slide that over. Now you have to tighten up the bearing over here to find out if that locks up or not. That means you got to put more stuff together now.
Is that bearing made
See,
in
I could've-
Taiwan or is it made in
I could
America?
have made a sleeve that went on there so I can tighten up the sleeve and see if it would work.
Yeah, well, I think you better do that.
If I did a lot of these, I probably should do that.
Well, you got a lot of them to do.
Not that many. It's a lot of work making tools like that. Where is the color at? Don't see it. Where did you get it? Where did you hide it?
I didn't hide it. It's right there.
It's not here.
What do you want?
Collar.
Where is it?
Oh well. beats me. It's not here, so I don't know. At least we haven't found it yet. Probably here someplace. It's not where I can see it. If you purposely hit it on there. Looks like something you would do. Well, it looks like we have a problem. All right, take a break. We gotta go find it.
Live on video.
Where was it?
It was right where you left it.
Right there. Now, I'm sure there's a reason why it was left there.
I'm sure it was.
To hide it from me.
Ain't all the way down.
It's all the way down.
Here? Oh yeah, yeah. All right, I'll take it back.
Why? It's your fault.
Always my fault.
I gotta take this, put it on here. You got a tool for that?
Yep.
What is it?
Press.
Press. No.
I always hated taking those out.
You don't like taking these out?
No, taking the transmission apart and those right there, I never liked that.
Well, it's harder putting them in than taking them out.
I tried taking them out and just putting them in. My opinion. And You aren't in all the way.
I'm trying not to beat all the way. I don't want to beat the bushing on the other side up. That's what happens when you beat on these things too much. I'm actually beating on the main shaft because I'm beating on the inner part of the barrel,
Right.
not the other part.
That's why I don't like doing these. That part of it.
Yeah. Doesn't want to go either. Let's go to the outside.
They never do.
See, there the outside happened. See, the outside fell off now. You gotta make sure you don't hit the threads and screw them up.
Oh yeah. It only takes one hit.
I think we're down all the way.
I just tightened the nut up.
Hi, Mom.
Rust break.
Where's dinner?
So,
Did it lock up?
no, I don't think it did.
Why not?
Because clearance.
Okay, we on again?
We're on. You're on video.
One lock tab. Oh, we bent the ears up a little bit too. Use these.
You pre-started it?
Pre-started it.
Why would you do that? Because it's easier?
Because I don't want to beat the damn inside of the thing to do it.
You don't want to mess the seal up?
I don't want to mess with the bearing.
Do you gonna put Loctite on it?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Well, this is a test, ain't it? Or is just a...
Well, it could be permanent too. It's got a lock tab. I mean, how much Loctite do you want? This lock even fits on there. Like that. Move your fingers. be tight enough for a test fit. Oh, look at that.
Turns. Must have set it up right.
Look at that
How much?
massive.
You got about 3?
Look at that massive in-play in there.
You can't have a massive.
It's not going clunk clunk anymore.
No.
It's custom.
Hey, most of them, you take them apart and they go clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yep. All right, so now I get the bearing in there now. Okay, so now we got to make sure the gear, this is on the sliding part. We're gonna knock in this part. So this time we're on the case and not the main shaft down here. I wasn't scratching my balls, I was showing you something.
Scratch your balls.
Yep. Look how nicely that went down.
Yeah. Put the plate on it and put it together.
It still moves.
Well, you don't expect to be tight, do you?
That still moves. Everything still works like it's supposed to. Amazing. You got a plate now? Do I have to hunt for that too?
It's right there in the back.
I mean this one?
That's the plate.
That's the plate.
And you need the screws
Screws.
and the Loctite.
Loctite too?
There should be a little clip.
There's a screw. You like that one?
No, it ain't. Screws are a tapered screw. Not that one either. Not that one. That's it.
No, it's top cover.
Oh, is that chrome? Yep, it's top cover.
There's one.
There's one.
It's not chrome.
There's one.
Nope.
No, that's too short.
That'd be like one for here.
Yeah,
Flathead.
right. That is a flathead.
I don't know why we got that in there for, but it's in there. Well, these are oval head. That means they got
Yeah.
radius dome to them. On the early bikes, the top cover is the same as the side, but on the later ones they're different. We got one so far. We're doing great. How many do you want?
It takes 4.
4.
And a little clip if you got a kicker.
A clip.
No,
I need a clip for it. Oh, I found another one of those.
clip because you're supposed to have a clip.
Sprocket. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't correct in this training.
There's one of those. Top.
That's a top.
I know. There it is.
What? No. That's a flathead again.
Alright, but that's what they had in this transmission.
It's an oval head that's supposed to be in there.
I know it's supposed to be in there, but it ain't.
There's another flathead.
Right, because that's what they had in this trans.
That's not correct though.
I didn't say it was correct. I just said that's what they had in this trans.
There's a screwed up chrome one.
There's another chrome one.
Alright, look out. See, these are chrome. You can tell they're chrome on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're rust on this side. He wants to keep the same hardware on top. So you can't take this hardware and put it down there. It'd just
No,
be terrible.
take the one out of the center of the plate.
Yeah, that was probably a top one for you. So these are the incorrect screws. But they will work. Kind of. Here's your impact knocker. Forgot that too, didn't you?
I forgot everything.
Yeah, I keep trying to forget everything, but it keeps coming back. It's almost like it's following me. One impact knocker.
Oh yeah.
Big bit, small bit.
I must have 3 of those, and then I break a bit, and then I get another impact driver, and
Okay, how's this go on?
goes on like that. Wait a minute. Like, no. No.
Nope.
No. No.
No.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, because the clip goes. Where's the clip? I didn't see the
It's the
clip.
kicker stop.
Right,
That's where the kicker hits it.
right, but where's the clip?
See, you got way too close.
Well, I can't.
Are you blown up too?
No, not that I know of. I haven't blown it up. It was a little bit blown up, but
No wonder it's so big.
I didn't blow it up.
You didn't do that?
Oh.
Somebody else did it?
Yeah, put Loctite on it.
Why?
Because it's inside the case.
So? You need Loctite for?
Because I always am.
You don't have to. They're lock washered in. You know they're locked in?
They don't lock in.
Yeah, they do.
How they lock in?
The plate flexes. So it's a big spring.
Yeah, but
That's what holds them in. That's how they're made.
I know that's how they're made, but I always Loctite them.
You don't have to. You have to tighten them though.
Where's the clip?
I haven't got that far yet. I was working on this part. You can feel it on my shoulder.
Yep.
Good. You mean this slightly?
There's the clip. Yeah, it's a little bent. A little out of shape. But still got the anodize on it, so,
It's new.
well, it was new at one time.
That's right. Before they bent it. What's the clip do?
The clip is for the throw-up band.
That's for catching oil to drip it on top of the thrower.
Go for the throw-up band.
It goes right
You just
there.
wanted to get really technical, so
That's right. It's another part you're supposed to have inside the tranny. We'll narrow it down. How's that? What job burns are you using anyway? Oh, he's got the early one. Big one. See, I like how this here doesn't really lock it down where it belongs.
yeah.
It's supposed to be locked in right there. But this here doesn't do its job. It's made wrong.
They would never make it wrong.
I painted a little bit. It'll still move up. With my hammer.
Right there.
Am I banging on down there? Anything important? Not really.
Hanging on your table.
Banging on the end of the gear. So you tighten up and give it one hit. Then you go 180 and do the other one. Then you get another hit. You go back 180 do the other one. You go up here and do this one again. See how the screws are moving?
It's all in your mind.
It's all in my mind.
Yeah.
Watching the screw turn is not moving.
I'm going all the way to Taiwan to see how they build them correctly.
Korea.
No, it was Taiwan at first. Now it's Korea.
Oh. When the screws quit turning, they're tight. Or they break, whichever comes first. Pretty tight. I heard a noise outside.
Yeah.
That'll work. I think that was some kind of an alarm.
Yeah.
It did on my bench. Ooh, it still rotates. Look at third gear. It even shifts.
Are you sure it's third gear?
It's got a clunk in it.
Yeah, it's fourth gear clunking, my friend.
There's fourth gear right there. We're in neutral.
How do you know? You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it on this bike, not a 5-speed. 5-speed don't work that way. Forsters don't work that way. Only these work that way. Okay. Now this we previously did.
You already set that up?
Yep.
What side you put the spacer on?
We got lubricant on there. I'm gonna wipe off now. Because I want the
How much clearance you put on it?
silicone to use. It's got about 5 in there maybe. A little snug, but he's gonna break it in. No, you need to know where that's at too. So we have a little locking piece here. Now that has to go right over here. So you got to make sure it's not here or here or here. It goes there. So if you take this and go like this, you know where this high spot is.
I just turn mine when it gets in there.
Well, I was going to goop it up with some goop before I got into that deep. Okay, there we go.
Where's the O-ring?
See, right now it's not quite centered, but it's close. The O-ring's over there in that gasket set over there.
If you don't put that O-ring, they leak oil.
They do leak?
Yes.
What if you put the cover that goes over it?
That's early transmission.
Oh, that's not this one?
That's not this one. That's the one for the early
Well, they
transmission.
gave me the gasket for it.
Right, but just because they gave you gas, it don't mean that's it.
Okay. Yeah, they gave me some lock tabs too, but not the one we needed for second main shaft. I think they gave you a bunch of these other ones. So where's all these go?
Different year transmissions.
Oh. Looks like a push rod.
Looks like, but it ain't. It's the
There's one
size
for
of
the
ball its
counter shaft.
own.
There's the counter shaft one right there.
Put some oil on it.
Oil.
Grease.
Want to not leak.
You don't oil yours up?
So you roll around with it, make sure it's untwisted. I don't want them to leak.
I'd get them lubed and then put them in.
I lube them too.
Oh, you put that stuff
I
on it.
lube them with this.
Well, I did with one. I've never had one leak, but I'm not saying it wouldn't.
They all leak. It's just a matter how bad.
Well, my wife leaked.
You gotta make sure you don't go in far enough that you
Get in the bearings?
don't do the bearings. That's optional.
Optional.
If you don't want the bearings to
You do want the bearings only run on one side.
Yeah. Yeah, that they will do. They will only move on one side, that is for 100% sure. I might do my dirty rag away prematurely.
Oh, man.
See, I rarely do that. Okay, now you push this over here with your finger, and you go over here and push this piece in here. Get the washer in there. See the washer? You watching me or watching my arm?
I'm watching the washer, man. See? Right there. I've almost got it.
I was going good until I got stuck. Stuck on the rubber.
Usually the case.
Push it like hell with my finger.
Takes a mallet, usually.
I'm trying to get the washer in there too. Actually, we're not even that far in there, so I'm not sure why it's so tight. I didn't think it was in that deep. Why is it so tight already? What the hell was that all about? There's where my mark's gone, I can't see it. So I don't know what the hell that was all about.
It was going through that little one by the bearing. That little,
Something was bound up.
you know, that washer that holds the bearing in the back. That's what it had to be.
Yeah, but why would that bound up? It's centered. It's weird. Not sure what the hell that is. Yeah, that's not how they're supposed to be. Okay, well they're in there now. My washer in there?
Should be.
I think it is.
Was.
It was. This is off center slightly. Rotate till it's where it belongs. So now our flat's in the right spot. And now I'm pushing the seal in with my finger. There, almost goes in.
Oh, it's in.
He's in there.
You know, the old, yeah, I don't know if you remember or not, the old guy who was a knucklehead at San Diego Harley.
Get
Wrote
it out for countershaft in this file.
He was the one that showed me how to set up transmissions because I had one that kept blowing second gear out of him.
Yeah.
He lived right down the street from me. I went down there. He goes, "Oh, you're that guy that lives up the street." And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "I keep blowing second gear." And he goes, "Are you rebuilding that transmission like the book says?" And I says, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, that's your problem."
Yeah, that is my book.
He says, "Bring your transmission down."
Loosen it up a little.
Yeah, that's what he did. He loosened it up.
Height is bad at times. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and tighten up our counter shaft. Okay,
That looks right.
nice and snug. Yeah, it's tight.
It's tight, but it ain't that tight.
No, it's got plenty of room. It's not real super bang 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 loose. So. Okay. Now I go ahead and put it in gear. Put this one over in gear over here. Now we're in 2 gears at once.
Locked up tight.
Now we can tighten up this one where it belongs. Appears to be tight.
Bend over to keep it.
You know, I take it out of gear to make sure it all works. And I put it in low gear because that's the hardest gear to work is low because it has the most drag, so everything looks nice and free. Nice and free. I'm not used to having it being so nice. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, now I go over here. You gotta let this stuff sit overnight at this point. I put a bunch of sealer up here and let it just kind of soak in. As long as you have a good layer over everything, completely encapsulated,
It looks good too.
it won't leak. Now, if you can still see the seal shaft, it's not sealed. It'll leak. It can leak through the sealer. So now you just let it sit. Looks like there's a little spot right there, a little sealer right there. Looks like I got more in my hand anyway. Now if you get a bunch of air bubbles in there, it'll leak through the air bubbles. Can't have those. Alright, so now we can let that sit for a while. We'll move on to something else. So let gravity help you.
Doesn't help my wife.
Sometimes it doesn't. We'll come back and put the lock tabs with it alone later. For now, that's going to sit right over there. We'll put the inside toward that so nothing blows into it, hopefully. can do something important. What's that?
What's that? Put another one together. Oh, you're gonna put the rat's top together.
Well, we need to move on to the shifting mechanism. So, let's take a break. We'll come back.